Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here. It's quite late here in the UK. It's 2:15 in the morning, but I had this idea and I thought I'd make it. By the way, I hope I've plugged this microphone in right. I know I often say that, but anyway, before I start this video, I just wanted to say, if you see that picture behind me, I hope you can see it properly. That's a picture from one of my friends in Kenya whose school, the school he went to, I support. So if you like his art, if you can see it properly and you like his art, or you would like to see any pictures of his art, please let me know and I can send him a message and maybe give you the opportunity to either check out some of his art, or he can tell me where to check out his art. And also, maybe if he tells, maybe I'll send him a message anyway, and he can say, he can tell me, and I can post in links or whatnot. And also, yeah, if you're interested in buying his art, especially, and encouraging him and supporting him, maybe I can help him to sell his art. Basically, that's what I want to do, to help this young lad with dyslexia from Kenya to sell his art, which I think would be quite a cool thing. So anyway, yeah, please let me know if you would be interested. Anyway, onto the topic of the video specifically, which is about I'm a Celebrity. I gotta admit, personally, I don't really watch I'm a Celebrity. For really, I'm quite easily squeamish. I don't like spiders, snakes, creepy crawlies, bugs, cockroaches, even frogs, snails, slugs, or anything like that. Yeah, anything slimy, or that I think I find that it's creepy crawly. It basically have creepy crawlies and all that. Find them gross. So I don't think I'd ever have the guts. I've got to admit, I'm a bit of a chicken. I know I'm a wuss, back chicken and all that kind of thing. Sorry, but yeah, you never find me on. I'm a Celebrity. I've got to admit. Um, but yeah, I mean, taking things literally, I do. I wish all living things happiness and wellness and healthiness and that kind of thing. So I don't hate anything or anyone. So in a way, I wish spiders well, but I wish them well away from me because they do creep me out. So yeah, part of me wonders why God made them, but I suppose they are part of the ecosystem and they keep flies at bay. Someone actually mentioned to me that without spiders, we wouldn't be able to move because there'd be like so many flies or different things flying around and all that kind of thing. So they perhaps keep things in check. But I always find them creepy, even though here in the UK, there's I don't know if there's ever been any. I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't know if there's ever been a case of someone being killed, or even I think there've been a few like false widow spiders, which have injured people, but people have got spider bites and got injuries. But I don't know if there's been any casualties. Me personally, I'm more afraid of what's in my mind than I am of death. But anyway, so that's one of the things I wanted to say. Though personally, I don't watch it. I get creeped out really quickly, and that sort of thing. I know I mentioned a video a while back. Well, I say a while back, about a week or so ago, I think it was, possibly even less than a week, where I talked about Matt Hancock because he's a fellow dyslexic, and he's a part of the Made by Dyslexia group. Or well, he's done work with them. I don't know if he's a part of them, but he's worked with them, like doing talks and that sort of thing. And also, he's tried to make a dyslexia bill. And he's one of the reasons that he said he's gone. Well, one of the reasons he claims to have gone into the jungle is to promote his work on dyslexia. Another is to promote his book, and another is to show that politicians are normal people. Although I've got to say he's a bit like me, quirky and a bit and weird in a different way, probably. But he is a successful person, I suppose, in a way. He's an MP, politician, all that. I call them politicians rather maturely, and I'm not the biggest fan of politicians, but I mean he's done quite well. I think I'd love to hear what you think about what I'm waffling on about, whether you agree with me or not, or whether you think I'm a chicken, or whether you think I'm an idiot, or whatever else you want to comment. I hope you won't be too harsh, but constructive criticism is more than welcome. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you think about I'm a Celebrity, whether you watch it, whether you dislike it, whether you hate it, whether you love it, or anywhere in between. Like if you watch it religiously, or you just watch it now and again, or if you're someone who would watch it if it's on, or if you're someone that actively avoids it. One of the things I think is it does seem a bit cruel to animals, like, and to living things, even though I probably don't like those living things like in terms like snakes or spiders or creepy crawlies. I don't really have much of an empathy for them. But I think we should probably just leave them alone and like not go into their area, not go into their territory and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I do have like many phobias. But yeah, I wonder what you think about that. Is it cruel towards animals? Do you have much sympathy for, say, a creepy crawly like a spider or a snake or anything like that? But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on those. But yeah, one of the things I wanted to say is that with Matt Hancock, I was thinking supposedly he's getting £400,000 for appearing on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Many people call it just I'm a Celebrity for short. Um, and I mean, he's getting a lot of criticism because many people didn't like his handling of the coronavirus situation. For those who don't know, from those who are in other countries or who don't follow politics, perhaps even, he's a UK MP. Can't remember what constituency he is from, but he was the health secretary, so he gets a lot of the stick and a lot of blame for COVID. A lot of people blame him, and people who don't like the Conservatives or Tories or whatever you call them don't like him. And a lot of people probably don't care about his work with dyslexia or believe it's just to look good. Many people might not know he's dyslexic or think that he's just doing that work to look good, but he is dyslexic himself, and he has tried to have create a bill for screening for young people to be identified as dyslexic so they can get the help they need early on, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd love to hear what you think about Matt Hancock, but mainly this is not really about Matt Hancock. But with Matt Hancock, I was thinking the money he gets for the show, I don't know if it is 400,000. That could be like just a rumor, a myth or a rumor. Probably more of the latter, really. And I think the money he gets for the show, whatever that is, whether it's 400,000 or less, or even if it's more, or whatever, and the money he got in October, perhaps, as it was Dyslexia Awareness Month as well in October, but the money he got for being a member of Parliament or an MP or whatever, or a politician. I mean, MP is obviously a member of Parliament, but the money he got for October, maybe even, and especially November, if he's getting his constituent salary, I think he should donate all that to charity. All the money he makes or gets in all of his income, however he gets that income, whether that's being an MP or even any other contracts he has or whatever, I think he should donate that to a charity. And what I was thinking, from a bit of a biased point of view, is the school I support, which is where that person who does the art was from, where he went to school. Now he's grown older, he's moved on from that school. But yeah, I think Rare Gem, it's called, which I talked about before, I think he should donate that money to Rare Gem. But in terms of I'm a Celebrity more generally, I think because it's filmed in Australia and the Aboriginals were treated so badly historically, I believe that it would be cool if all of the prize money that the celebs got, bear in mind most celebs probably have quite a bit of money. They might not all be millionaires, but they do have enough to live on, I'm sure. I'm sure none of them are really struggling financially. I think it'd be cool if they donated any prize money they got. Bear in mind, they might also get money from their publicity if they have books, like Matt Hancock does. They can make their own books. They can even use it as part of their PR. But most importantly for me, I think, in terms of Matt Hancock, because I already had that idea, first of all, before I came up with this idea, I think it'd be cool if he donated his money from whatever money he gets at all from any sort of source for October and November. I think he should donate to the Rare Gem School Kenya, and he could also use it to he could also mention them as well now and again, either on the show or in his books, so that he's probably never heard of school, but I hope to promote that idea and find a way to reach out to him, possibly through the show or whatever, some sort of way to reach out to his publicist and promote that idea. And he could promote the school in his books, or maybe even donate a percentage of profits from his books, like 10% if he makes a few books in the future, or even donate even more money from other sources, like if he goes into business in the future or consultancy or whatever he might do when he leaves office, when he's no longer a politician and he finds another career perhaps or whatever, maybe even his pension, like he could donate. But obviously that would be his choice. But I think it would be pretty cool. I'd have a lot of respect for him if he does so, even if he does use it for PR, even if he does benefit from it and that sort of thing. I still think the most important thing for me is people like the lad who does that drawing, those drawings, people like that benefiting. That's what's most important to me. And in this case, and as I say, it's on I'm a Celebrity generally, I would love to see the money, the prize money that people get going to Aboriginal causes, like it could be helping Aboriginals in STEM or to become writers or to get empowered or educated or trained in some sort of area. And I realized this video, I was going to make it quite short, but it has gone on quite long, and I would love to hear what you think. Do you think the prize money that the celebs get for going on the show should go towards the Aboriginals because it's in Australia and they have their land taken away and they were treated terribly bad? Or do you disagree with me? That's fine. I'd love to hear why. If so, I'd love to hear all sorts of different opinions. I hope people won't be too rude, but if they do, they do. It's freedom of speech, as they say. And I think even if they're well, I suppose it is I'm a celebrity, so I suppose that the people who go there on there are all celebrities. But I mean, I suppose the fact that I don't watch the show could mean that people who make the show, even if they find out this idea, might not be interested, but they might do. They might think that that's a great way for their PR. It might encourage more people to watch the show. I'd love to know, would it make you watch the show more if you knew that the prize money was going to the Aboriginal community again to help them with training, maybe even helping them set their own businesses, write their own books, promote their art, and just improve their general standard of living? Because a lot of Aboriginals, I think, have art, already sell their art, but by the time they sell their art, their expenses are so high that apparently they still struggle to find a living from selling art because their revenue is not high enough to cover their costs. So if it can tackle poverty in the Aboriginal community, I think it'd be pretty cool. I've been to Australia myself, and I'm going again in December, all being well. So I am quite afraid of flying, so I'm going to try and be brave. I had to go on a course to overcome my fear of flying, so I'd actually get on the plane. So please wish me the best. But yeah, I went to visit an Aboriginal centre when I was in Australia. But yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts. Should the prize money be donated, or at least a percentage of it? If so, what percentage? Should it be 10%? Should it be 50%? 20%, or whatever else? Or should it be a certain monetary amount? And I am out. Peace and love.